What's up, Epic Army? BlizzCon 2018 just ended and we have a ton to catch up on. From Overwatch's new hero to classic WoW and, of course, the main topic for tonight, the massive Diablo Immortal debacle. We obviously have a lot to cover. This is Radical Edward for Less Than Epic, joined by Blister and Novapunk X, bringing you our opinions on BlizzCon 2018. And keep in mind that Blister is going to be covering most of these because he is the one that we gave the virtual ticket and attended all of the panels as well as the live events. Alright, so kicking things off, let's start off with Destiny 2. What news do we have there?
Oh, since I'm the Destiny fanboy, I'll take that one. We have the base game actually for free until November 18th. All you have to do is log into Battle.net and activate the gift. They also have it on their website. If you just Google Destiny 2 free, you'll see the link to it. And I just want to say Destiny 2 is a pretty great game on PC. It's only free on PC, by the way.
All right, let's move on to StarCraft 2. What did we have there, Blister?
Well, we had some news about them doing some kind of Google DeepMind. I'm not 100% sure what that actually is. We also found out that they're giving us a new commander, which, all things considered, I think is pretty good for StarCraft 2, considering how old the game actually is. Just showing that they're still adding stuff to it is pretty good for any fan of the game.
All right, let's move right on along to Heroes of the Storm. Why don't you kick us off on that, Blister?
So we got a new hero announced for Heroes of the Storm, which in itself isn't a big deal, but the reason why people are making a big deal about this hero is because this hero is not from any other Blizzard intellectual property. It is from Heroes of the Storm itself. The hero Orphea was announced, and she's actually directly from the Nexus itself. So she has no ties to any other game but Heroes of the Storm. So moving right into Hearthstone, we also found out that, like usual, we're getting another set of cards. We're going to be going to the Garabushi Arena and something called Rockistan's Rumble. They're going to be giving us a new keyword called Overkill. There's new class cards, and they're also giving us a new single-player experience, which we can expect all of that December 4th.
All right, I'm going to kick off the Overwatch panel. So Jeff Kaplan, we just wanted to add this, got the best ovation of the whole event. So from Overwatch, we got the Reunion Cinematic. Awesome cinematic. If you have not seen it, it will be linked down below. We also got the next hero, Hero 29 of Overwatch. We won't go over all of that here because we did a full in-depth video, which we will link right here as well as in the description. And also Echo, we're fairly certain at this point is going to be Hero 30. They were pretty clear that they were almost finished with her, but they just needed to iron her out a little bit more. Super exciting hero. Again, all links down in the description for this stuff.
I can't wait to see more of the story that they're going to do with Echo. It should be really cool. She's one of the heroes that I've been waiting for a long time, because in the earliest pictures you've seen of characters that they were going to have in the game, she's been in those pictures since the very beginning.
Oh yeah, big hero.
So moving into classic games, we actually got an announcement that Warcraft 3 is going to be remastered. People have been begging for a Warcraft RTS game for a long time, ever since Burning Crusade of WoW. So this type of game was long overdue. It's not a new story, but at least it's something. And we can expect that to be released in 2019.
I will say I'm not a huge RTS fan, but I was a massive fan of Warcraft 3. I loved the first game, so I will definitely be playing this one, and I'm looking forward to the 2019 release of it.
I never really played it too much. I played more Dota than anything in Warcraft 3. But when I saw this, I got so excited. I was chatting with Nova on GChat, and if you ask him, I was going crazy.
Yep, Blister was definitely pretty happy about this announcement. I think it'll be a fun game. I know a couple of our other friends are pretty excited to try it out too. I'm kind of on the fence. I'll definitely probably give it a try. But
all right, let's move it into WoW and WoW Classic.
So I'll start off with the stuff that people probably won't care about as much, and that's retail WoW. We got a little bit more information about Tides of Vengeance. Just some stuff that we already really knew, but they kind of reiterated it, like the Tides of Vengeance raid is going to have Horden Alliance specific bosses. We already knew that. There's new storylines. We already knew that. We got a new charity pet, and it's a baby Yeti. It's freaking adorable. I don't care if you don't play WoW. It's a freaking adorable little pet. You should go look it up. We got an announcement of new island expeditions. Who the fuck cares? We got the announcement of new allied races. We got the Zandalari trolls and the Kultiran humans. The biggest part about that is that we figured out that the trolls are actually going to be able to be paladins, and the Kultiran humans are going to be able to be druids, which is huge. We also got a lot of news about 8.2.5. We're getting a new Warfront. We're getting assaults brought to Kiltiris and Zandalar. We're getting Najdatar, and we're actually going to have a raid called Azharo's Eternal Palace, which is actually going to have Azshara as the last boss. So that's going to be really, really fun to see. We're also going to be getting flying, heroic warfronts, and PvE battlegrounds, all in 2.5. Okay, so moving down into Classic WoW, we got a whole bunch of new information because of the demo, and then we also had a panel, which I'm going to go over and break down for you guys in another video later this week, so make sure you come back to check that out. We also learned that the retail sub will include Classic WoW for free, but most importantly, we figured out that the release date of Classic WoW will be for the summer of 2019. Yay!
All right, that was good. Thanks for joining, Nova.
I didn't want to screw it up.
All right, now moving into the main event for tonight. This is Diablo. This was the I would say biggest news at BlizzCon, only based on the infamy of it at this point. It is a massive, massive debacle at this point, and I don't know what Blizzard could do to save face. I don't know. I'll save my opinions until these guys give theirs, but I was not very thrilled when I saw this announcement. And just in case you haven't seen it, which I'm sure that you have, but if you haven't, there is a new mobile ARPG game, Diablo Immortal, that was announced at BlizzCon. That's right, a mobile game, only mobile. They were very explicit about that. It is quote-unquote not coming to PC, and that's the biggest controversy at this point. So, Blister, Nova, what do you guys think about this?
Is it the biggest controversy? Because I'm wondering how I can get the downvotes removed from my videos. My initial reaction to this, though, was, and I was talking to Blister on GChat, was, yeah, they're cashing in on this one because it's going to be like, they talked about different stories. They're going to share all kinds of stories. I'm like, yeah, that's going to be $5 a pop, easy. Who wants to play a mobile game really that bad? Like, I know there's some people that enjoy mobile games and stuff, and it's great if you got to ride on the train in the morning or whatever. But nobody at BlizzCon, which is a bunch of PC players, wanted a mobile game released.
So the counter argument to that is they weren't really trying to focus on the people at BlizzCon. They were trying to reach a new target audience, but that's just playing devil's advocate. This is the biggest mistake Blizzard has had in a long time, and that's even going past the horrible expansions that World of Warcraft has had and taking all the stuff out that they were supposed to take out. This is huge. This is not good for Blizzard. This is not good for Diablo. This is not good for the gaming community, period.
I couldn't agree more, but I have so much more to add to that. Okay, so I watched a ton of footage from other YouTubers around the YouTubosphere before coming up with my opinion on this, because obviously my gut reaction is, what the fuck, Blizzard? It's so bad. It's not at all what the core audience of this of Diablo wants. And clearly, they were people who paid hundreds of dollars for tickets to BlizzCon were just sitting there booing people on stage at BlizzCon. That should never happen. It's their venue, it's their event, and they're getting booed on stage. Why? Because they're so out of touch with the people in their core audience that they provided a product that they did not want.
What they're trying to really do is they're Nova was alluding to, they're just trying to monetize Diablo. All of their other games, they have some sort of microtransaction that you can continuously purchase for different things. Diablo doesn't have that. The only kind of quote unquote microtransaction it has right now is Diablo 3 has the Necromancer expansion that you can buy. Other than that, there's no loot boxes, there's no cash options for like WoW tokens, there's no skins like in Heroes of the Storm, there's no card packs like in Hearthstone. There's absolutely nothing for Blizzard to continue to want to maintain this game because there's no money coming into them after that initial purchase. Doing this is just, it feels like it's Activision telling Blizzard, you need to find a way to monetize this game and you need to do it now.
And there's the key. There's the key, man. Because like it is Activision stepping in. Like, and it's not just, oh, don't play the game if you don't want it. That's not it. If this game does not succeed, if Diablo Immortal does not succeed, do you think Activision is going to give the go to Blizzard to make more Diablo? No. Well, like, this game fails. That's bad for Diablo, period.
They're already well into the development of Diablo 4. Like, Diablo 4 is going to happen no matter what. We've already, in the past couple of days, we've heard from Blizzard people that, yes, we are working on Diablo 4. It just wasn't ready to be announced yet. To kind of try and, like, not like put out some fires. Not, like, completely put them out, because, I mean, people are still going to be pissed. But, I mean, they at least have said, yes, Diablo 4 is in the works. We are working on it. Just we couldn't announce it yet.
I got a couple points. So, first off, I can't believe that it just struck me now, but Blister mentioned this whole monetization thing months ago, that Diablo was the only game that Blizzard has that is not monetized at the moment. Secondly, I think that it's going to be successful. I mean, look how much money people spent on Pokemon Go. People spend a ton of money in microtransactions. They're going to make money on it, especially because they're bringing back amazing characters like Deckard Cain, and they got Tyrell, and Balthius and Demon Hunters. I mean, people are going to buy it just to experience it. I know they're getting a lot of hate right now. That could be because people really wanted to see Diablo 4. I'm still not a big fan of this. I'm not going to spend money on the Diablo mobile game, but I think it'll sell. It'll make them money. It'll help fund Diablo 4, maybe.
Look, the fans of the series, that is the best you can hope for. Don't, like, it's okay to shit on the way that they've been marketing this game. That's fine. But do not hope for the failure of this game, because that will spell doom for Diablo in the future. It's not a very good move to have this game fail for them right now. And with all of that said, we have to take a step back and look, I think, at some of the actions that Blizzard has been taking, or at least the perceived actions that they've been taking on their YouTube channel. Have you guys heard about this?
I haven't, actually.
This is just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Just insanely ridiculous. And I don't know if YouTube's in on it or what. They have to be, though.
Wait, what's going on? I'm not aware.
Downvotes have been removed. That's my joke at the beginning of this.
I saw how many downvotes like the trailer had a while, like when it was first released. Like, it had 700 upvotes and like 36,000 downvotes. I didn't realize they disabled.
They didn't disable it. They removed downvotes. Like, the downvotes went away. They also started, like, they tried to release different trailers under, like, re-release it so it wouldn't have the downvotes. The links in the Blizzard, the battle.net app, were different videos because they were trying to get away from people downvoting it, and that all failed. Every one of them got downvoted. Of course
it would fail. I mean, what do you think? People are stupid? You think people don't understand what links are? Come on now. This is the current year, damn it. Like, people know this stuff.
Reddit, you say that, and then you get those kind of people when you play Overwatch. So, I mean,
that's fair. That's totally fair. I retract everything I said.
So yeah, that's one of the other major issues here. Like, yeah, everybody was mad at the release, but okay, we'll get over it. And then they just start being bad business people on YouTube.
You cannot be blocking people's opinions. Like, it's not going to work. You cannot censor people, and they obviously tried. Tens of thousands of comments have been confirmed to have been removed. Hundreds of thousands of downvotes, maybe over 200,000 at this point, have been confirmed to be removed. I'm fairly certain that they've stopped even trying at this point and are just going to take it on the chin and just try to recoup some semblance of good from this. I don't know what they're going to do, but no doubt they're going to say something about it at some point.
And to make matters even worse, when I was watching the Diablo Immortal panel, like the what's next, where they kind of show off what they're going to be introducing with the title that they're talking about, they were talking about how, you know how in Diablo 3 right now, it's all smart casted spells, like it'll automatically target something, or when you cast a spell, it shoots out directly in front of you. Well, they kind of changed it to where now you can be moving one way and cast a spell in an opposite direction. And somebody asked in the Q&A after that, like, are you going to be bringing that to the PC version of Diablo 3? And they're like, no, this is a mobile only thing that we're going to be doing. It's going to be too much work to put it in Diablo 3.
Wow.
It's like, come on. That's a huge breakthrough for Diablo. And you're only going to have it in this shitty game that nobody wants to play?
Out of touch. They are so out of touch with their core community right now. And I don't know what's worse. It's like a huge part of the community is like split right now. Like, oh, you just don't like it because it's mobile and you're just, I don't know, I've seen like you're a straight white male kind of bullshit. It's like, come on now. We just like fucking Diablo and we just don't like being sold this kind of bullshit to.
There is some video game journalists or whatever you want to call them that decided to pull the racist card on this, actually, which is completely and utterly just horrible.
It's like
just completely horrible.
If you've been watching a TV show, would you like it if they started releasing it in like 5-minute segments that you had to pay for every single one? No, of course you wouldn't, because like you like the regular show and the regular format. If they suddenly change the format of your favorite show, you'd be pissed. Of course you would. But when they do that to our games, you're going to criticize us because we decide we don't like it?
And for the people out there that are still actually listening and you don't care about Diablo, take your favorite MMO, like take WoW, and imagine putting that on a phone and that's the only way you can play it now. Like that's the kind of shit we're talking about. Like it's horrible. Like
we've been waiting since 2012 really for the next release of Diablo. We loved Diablo 3. I played the shit out of it. This is not what we wanted for a sequel at all.
All we got was a shitty either A, Diablo 3 port, or B, shitty Chinese action RPG mobile game port. Pick one, because that's what we're getting.
The thing,
and I just want, my last point is, I just want to confirm for everybody that this is not an early April Fool's joke.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
There's still one thing that really, really bugs me that we haven't even gotten to yet. Blizzard isn't even making this game by themselves. Like, this isn't a from the ground up Blizzard game. This is a game that NetEase is making for them. Like, it's...
That's why I said it's shitty Chinese
yeah, exactly.
RPG port.
Like, this is... Who all remembers how horrible the release of Elder Scrolls Online was because Bethesda didn't make the fucking game? That's what's going to happen with this. And then Blizzard's going to have to come in to try and pick up all the pieces. And it's not going to end well. It's just not.
And not for nothing, what I've seen a lot of other YouTubers pointing out is that the gameplay looks exactly the same between other games that this NetEase company has made and the Diablo 4 port. Yes, the footage looks better in the Diablo Immortal gameplay, but everything from the UI, some of the animations, the text, just tons of stuff looks exactly the same. I will link a couple of links down below where you can go see other YouTubers covering this. There's no doubt that tons of the code has been reused. It is not a ground up rebuild as they so claim, even if Blizzard has been told this. That is not what NetEase is doing.
Can I play devil's advocate for a minute? It works really well for that genre of game on a mobile phone. So if it works, why change it? I'm talking about the UI layout.
I mean, Blizzard has always been known for their quality in games. They have been known to can projects that cost them over $1 billion and then totally restructure them from the ground up for something that is quality. Yes, I'm talking about Overwatch. Overwatch was Project Titan, and it was canned after spending hundreds of millions, some even estimate over $1 billion in research and development for that game, and they canned it and restarted. Why? Because they're focused on quality. Where is that in this project?
Like, again, I'm playing devil's advocate because I'm not probably going to play this game unless it's free to play, and I'll try it. But maybe the control scheme is really good and works for an action RPG. I haven't played any of these other Chinese NetEase games, but the UI that I've seen looks like something that would work well when you have a thumb on each side of your screen and you're in horizontal mode. I know that it is exactly like a straight up copy of these other games, but they were all made by NetEase. The control scheme works really well. Why change it?
I know why you need to change it, because for every single game that Blizzard has ever released, they have looked at the gaming market, found a game, took that game, made it their own, and made it better. They changed things in those games and how they were played and how they were presented to you on the screen to make them better. That is what Blizzard does. With them copying out and having NetEase make the game, they're not making any NetEase game better. They're just making another NetEase game with a different skin.
There you go. That's why we liked Blizzard games. That's why we were sad when Activision bought them out. And that's why we're sad now when we see the overreaching arms of their parent company interact with the quality of their products. Straight from the fans, y'all. All right, let's end it there before we go just way too far off the rails. We've been chatting about everything from BlizzCon, but specifically focusing, of course, on the Diablo debacle, giving our honest and unfiltered opinions tonight. Sorry if we offended anyone. Please leave your comments down below. We promise we will not delete them. Thumbs down this video or up. We're not going to interact with those. We'll keep those there exactly how you had them. But yeah, let's have a conversation about it, and maybe we can come to some conclusions that are a little bit more rosy than what we had tonight and what it seems like everybody else is coming up with in the community. Anyway, this has been Radical Edward for Less Than Epic, joined of course by Blister and Novapunk X. Thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe button.
Thanks everyone. I just want to pitch a couple things real quick. First off, we have a giveaway going on Less Than Epic. Make sure to check out that video, which we will link in the description. Give that a watch, give that a like, throw a comment, or we'll give 3 people a free game when we hit 1,000 subs. And lastly, we have our first MMO news break coming up this Thursday. Be sure to check out that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be up to date on your Less Than Epic videos. Thanks everyone, and get good, scrubs.